Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll operate out of split backs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Courtney. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give is to Taylor. Powers through the defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Harrison. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Cavaliers are on the move. Motion from the back. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Taylor has it. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you've got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
UCF 7, Virginia 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Might as well give it to him again. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll move the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zips it out to his man. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Taylor. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Brown will throw it. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He can find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the move, it's Jacobs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Charles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the... He's got it, 1st down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Vasco. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab for a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Basco. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
Ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Throws it back. Under fire. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
38, Virginia, 15.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Basco. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quick completion on the out route.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! Fit it in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jacobs. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind? Well,
the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback
got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Defense in press coverage. Using his legs, it's Jacobs. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
Touchdown, Knights! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UCF! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Knights are rolling down the field. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Give to the single back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
He's taking the shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Back to pass, it's Basco. Going for it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here.